All my rideshare friends out there, I hope you and your family are having an amazing day. Please stay safe on the roads. Subscribe to my channel if you're a newcomer. The title of my video today is Why It Pays to Not Chase These Rewards. And just hear me out here for a second, right? The rewards or the reward program or the Uber Pro program, Lyft has the equivalent, is set up to sort of suck you in, right? It's very. We often like very goal orientated, and we want the gold medal. We won't settle for silver or bronze. So, in our psychology, in our minds, we try and reach these goals that they set before us. But understand one thing: that the psychology behind Uber Pro is to get you very involved. Yes, you do build up some rewards with those points that you collect, right? Based on the acceptance rate, based on your cancellation rate, and you sort of work your way up the ladder. I've used an example here of an individual that now dropped down and they just in your face, you know what, you're no more a gold medalist, you're no longer a diamond, you're now a blue, right? But you can get your rewards back by improving your ratings. Basically like, hey, bad little boy, bad girl, your ratings have gone down. We will strip you of this medal, which to any athlete would be extremely humiliating, right? If they lost the gold and suddenly, they get the second or the third place. This is the type of psychology, the Olympic Games psychology that's behind this, right? And we shouldn't get sucked into it. What matters at the end of the day is this here, right? Is the money, right? The $100 notes that you deposit in your bank. That's all that counts, folks, right? And I don't see the real big money. And this is talking to the drivers that I lease out cars to, myself looking at my platform when I drive, talking to people through the channel. I don't think the goal is to participate in their psychology and sort of hunt these rewards, because they are truly not big money rewards here, right? If you take a step back, many of the drivers that I've interviewed, and I'm one of, I count in with that pack as well, right? Is that if you are looking at a trip that may be 10, 15 minutes away and it has a decent surge, and you do your calculations and you say, you know what, I'm not going to quite follow or get sucked into the psychology of the rewards. Now I'm going to concentrate on money. I'm going to go after the money surges, because at the end of the day, I need this in my account, right? And so chasing the money, I think, or the surges, is a far better approach than just getting sucked into their reward program where they're telling you where they want you to drive. And they basically want you to drive where they have a weakness, where they cannot quite satisfy the demand, right? So they reward you with these points. Yes, you get little cash incentives here, little gas incentives here, but it does not add up to money, folks, right? You got to think outside of the box and really figure out which zip codes, which areas, at which times can I make the most money, even if that will compromise my rewards. Even if I have to say no, not accept that specific ride, but rather go for this ride, say no to that ride, say yes to this ride, right? Even if it means, for example, in this situation where the acceptance rate is 68%, they want you obviously to be on 85%, but your acceptance rate is on 68% because you may be foregoing these pool trips, these little money trips that don't really add up, that help them, that make them the money, right, but not make you the money, right? The same thing goes for the cancellation rate. They only want a 4% cancellation rate. You may have to think a little bit smarter here. You know what, I have to cancel that trip. I can't. It's not going to be the big money maker. Or I have to cancel this one because it's an underage a child and I cannot take them on board, right? So you don't let them dictate the acceptance rate and the cancellation rate to you. Now, if you are purely just hunting all the money trips, and your acceptance rate plummets, your cancellation rate plummets, maybe even your rating plummets, right? In this case, this individual driver has no problems at all with the rating, still stuck on 4.96, right? But if you get down to the 4.65 or 4.7 rating, because of maybe many cancellations and you not accepting, could factor in there, then you got to work it way up because you could be on your way out. But generally speaking, go after the money, my friends. Go after the trips that you want to accept. Cancel those that you do not want to drive because they just don't make you the money, right? So long story short here, money over the rewards or chasing surge over points, right? I don't think we should be all gung-ho and say, okay, well, I really have to watch my points every single day I'm checking. And I'm sure there's many of you, and please hands up, admit if you sort of guilty of this, if you're checking your points every day and if you're truly sucked into their psychology. That's precisely what they want, right? What I want you to do is work smart, not hard, and really look at where the money is. Really look at which trips you want to accept and which ones you want to cancel. And you need to be the boss. Remember, they say we independent contractors, so we should have the power to decide with our office, our car, which trips we should do or want to do and which trips we don't want to do, right? Even if that means you fall back from a diamond to a blue, that's fine, right? Let them strip you of that model. I just want you to make the money. Have a fantastic day.